Andrea? If Andrea not there, how about Anna Cruz? Oh, Andrea, I'm sorry, Andrea. Okay, you're up.
Hey, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me. My name is Andrea Busby. I'm the principal of Odyssey Community School in Manchester, which is a charter school. I am here today to speak in support of SB 948. For over 20 years, charter schools in Connecticut have been serving students in remarkable ways and doing so with inequitable funding in comparison to traditional public schools. Our students thrive in environments that provide, and they should not be penalized with limited opportunities and resources for choosing a school that best meets their needs. I urge you to consider a means to provide equitable funding for all of our students, which is focused on need, rather than the type of public school they attend or zip code where they live. Speaking about Odyssey, since we were established, we've been completely committed to supporting the achievement of every student in our diverse learning community and closing the gaps for our low-income and minority students. Our rigorous academic expectations and focus on character development have resulted in high levels of achievement for our students. Our high-need students have demonstrated exceptional growth in recent years, and we continue to see improvement by providing high levels of support to meet all of our student needs. We are continuing to improve our program to support our rapidly growing population of English learners, and our efforts in growing this program were recognized as a charter school best practice in 2020. Additional funding would help us to hire additional staff, provide professional development to our teachers so that they can support our kids, purchase resources that will help us to continue to improve instruction for our English learners, and provide necessary interventions to support the growth of all of our kids. We have a wonderful community of families who are thrilled with the learning environment that Odyssey provides, but making the choice to send their children to Odyssey means sacrificing multiple opportunities that they would receive in a traditional public school. For example, our limited building space does not allow us to have a kitchen, and food has to be heated off-site and brought in daily for our kids. Our students do not have the opportunity to participate in a world language program, requiring them to take beginning courses when they enter high school, and which puts them behind their peers. Our students do not have the opportunity to play instruments or participate in band or chorus, and additional funding would allow us to provide these opportunities and others for our kids. Our students deserve to have the means to receive equitable opportunities as their peers in traditional public schools, and I really appreciate you considering this critical need. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your testimony. Any questions from the committee? Representative Curry, followed by Representative Felipe.
Yeah, just wanted to say hello and thank you for testifying today. It was always great to come out and to walk the halls of Odyssey and see all the great work that you are all doing over there. And I was going to ask you, what additional programs you might be able to provide if we were to equalize this, but you did a great job outlining all of that. And I think in providing those opportunities to students to have them on equal footing with their peers in traditional public schools would go a long way. So thank you again for coming out today and supporting 948.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Representative Curry.
Representative Felipe.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I wanted to ask, because we had a speaker tell us previously on this public hearing that you guys have been kicking out students in order to kind of get the cream of the crop. Can you tell me if you engage in those practices?
Absolutely not. No. Every student that we get at Odyssey, we support to the best of our ability. We try to make every student here successful, and I think we do a pretty good job of it. Again, Odyssey, unfortunately, it's not for everybody, and we are sometimes going to have students that this is not the right fit for, but it's their choice. We don't, we would never say to a child or a family that they can't go here, or they don't belong here. As I said, we do everything we possibly can to support every kid, and almost all kids that come have a very good experience at our school.
I appreciate that. And that same speaker also had alluded to high rates of suspension and expulsion. Can you explain how that folds into your renewal process and how you are held accountable for suspensions and expulsion?
Absolutely. So we are definitely held accountable. And I can speak specifically to us at Odyssey. We've been doing a lot in the past several years to reduce our suspension rates. Since I've been at Odyssey in the past 13 years, we haven't had one expulsion at all. But we've significantly reduced our suspension rates here over the past 5 years. I believe I don't want to say this number directly, but I think we're at about 2% now. We've been implementing a lot of practices, such as restorative practices, really trying to build connections with our kids, and doing everything that we can to help our kids to see the impact of their actions on others, as opposed to just suspending them and having meaningless work for a day.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Let me see if we got any more hands. Representative Farello?
Thank you. Ms. Busby, thank you so much for coming on. I wanted to ask you, there does seem to be a distinction between many speakers who want to say that charter schools are not public schools. And I think maybe they mean that they're not neighborhood schools. I'm not sure, but could you speak about how much you are a part of the neighborhood?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We have an excellent relationship with Manchester Public Schools, and about 80% of our students do come from Manchester. We, as a charter school, we do have, or students from all over the state of Connecticut can come here, but it is mostly Manchester students. And as far as being a public school, we are held to the same accountability standards as public schools. We have to, we have to take the state tests. We have to do the same curriculum. Our teachers have to be certified. All of the teachers in our building are certified. And we do our best to develop the community relationships within Manchester. And as I said, we have a really good relationship with Manchester Public Schools.
Thank you, Chair.
I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Looking for my hands. I don't see any. Thank you. And thank you for your testimony.